we're going to unmute this. Okay, so what we're going to do now is just kind of walk through the most frequently asked questions. And so I'm recording this. Go ahead and introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Yaritza.
And she came in for office hours, and she had some really great questions. So I wanted to record this and kind of see these great questions she has. I want to share with the rest of the class so that you, as you're tackling your, getting ready for your final projects and your presentations, you know what to do. So for one of the things that I had you guys do this week was I had you submit an outline, okay? And this outline is part of, and if you go through here, you'll see that this outline is part of your final project. And your final project is worth 20%. And so what I've done is I went ahead and I've extended the project outline deadline. It was due on April 16th, but I know people are using this to submit their drafts, to get feedback, to make sure they're good to go. And so if you haven't submitted your outline, you want to make sure you did. And then here on April 30th, you're going to upload your final project. And so we're going to talk about both of these. So for the outline or the draft of your project, you had an outline that I wanted with also a PDF peer review. And if you go in here, this is the guidance for the final project. Here's the project idea, local data. And one of the big questions that you were asking is, do I need to have a peer review article for Kern County? And I said, no, you don't. The local data can come from databases and things like that. Like you're doing something on asthma and lung and particulate matter. So you're going to use the American Lung Association report. You'll find that with peer review articles, you can only really use them for like on the medical topic itself because there's no studies on it. And so one of the things is that for those people who are new to finding a peer review article, I put a video in here on how to find a peer review article, and then and how to know that. And so with your topic, which is asthma, you're going to find an article, any article out there, peer review. Try to make it within the next 5 years, and you're going to find a peer review article on asthma and particulate matter. And it doesn't have to be for Kern County. Obviously, if you find something for Kern County, you won the lottery because there's so not things out there for Kern County. And so, you know, I showed you how to do that. You go up, you go here, and you go in. You can actually sign into your library. We have access to this, and you just sign into the library, and then they have. I'm going to the library. And you could do a search right here in EBSCOhost for this. And this is what I'm doing now, and there's a short video on it. And we're going to find full text. And I also want it to be peer review, PDF. We're going to do asthma and matter, okay? And so then we'll do a search. And I'm going to limit this to PDF. It's PDF text, full text. Oh, I don't want to do that. But I also want to make sure it says scholarly. It has to be reviewed. Okay, that's like a big thing. And so now you've got an article that you can cite. And you go, wow, okay, I like this one. So I'm going to click on this one, get the abstract. And I want to show you guys a trick. You could do something where you can email yourself the PDF. Or you can even cite it here. Remember how I'm telling you guys you had to do APA citations? Well, look, here's an APA citation for you. So for your references, you can do that, okay?
Yeah.
So 2 big tricks for you, email and cite. And using this. So one PDF, you know, you don't have to do a lot of peer review for your sources, but just one, okay? Now, so that's that. And if you're new to doing this whole peer review thing or anything like that, then know that I have that little short video in there that you can watch the EBSCOhost. So I know I clicked through this fast. And look, there's even a reference librarian who would help you. Okay, you can chat with them and say, I need to get one peer review article. One peer review article. So back to this module. So you need one peer review article. And then here's an outline example. And so for some people who are like, I didn't quite understand what to do for the outline. This is what I mean by what you need to do for your outline. So overview of focus area, why is this relevant to Kern County, and the conclusion. And then these are the APA articles. See, this is APA format right here. See this with an index like this? So obviously you're not going to do a poster presentation in class, but you will do a video, or you might want to do a PowerPoint YouTube, or you might want to do recorded PowerPoint, or you might want to just do one big PowerPoint slide, one big slide. So I'm going to show you how to do all three of those in a minute, okay? But this outline, the reason why I made you guys do this outline is because you can cut and paste right directly over into your presentation, into your PowerPoint. If this is your rough draft, so, and in many ways, all you have to do is cut and paste over. So this is a perfect example in a sense. And look how she did in-text citations. These are all APA in-text citations. She got all this is APA in-text. They do these parentheses and they go the county, and then, you know, it matches up. So I go down here, look, there's Kern, and there's her reference. Do you see how that works? Yeah. Okay. So now you've done your outline and you found your PDF and you uploaded it. Okay. And if I came back to you on the rubric and I said, you need to do something, do it, because then you're setting yourself up for success later. Okay. That's all you want to do this week, is make sure that you're good to go with your final project. Then what you're going to do is you're going to go back to, let's see here. So you got this, you go back here, and now let's talk about how you're going to present this. So you've posted your project right here. Drafts for final project outline was due on April 16th. You did that, okay? And you got your outline, and based on that outline that was right here, this gives you a good idea. You can actually download it and type right on top of it. You got your PDF up there. So let's talk about how you can actually present this. So what my suggestion is actually using PowerPoint. And so if you're new to PowerPoint, I'm going to just give you a little brief tutorial.
Okay.
There are two ways that you could do this with PowerPoint. I'm opening it right now. One is to create a big slide, one slide, and know that that's a poster presentation. Now, how you do that, if you want to have it all one slide, kind of like how I do, I'll show you how this is what you do. You just wouldn't be printing this out, but you'd be giving the slide to people. And, okay, it's opening up. And you would actually set it up. I'm going to move this out of the way. I think it's because it's too small. Make it big. There we go. So you could do something here where you actually set it up. And why this is relevant, I'm going to tell you why. It's someday someone might tell you, I want you to do a poster presentation. And what this is doing is if it's forcing you to do something called a poster presentation. That's an example. If you look up on my wall, that's a poster presentation. It's like one big poster. And you think, how in the world did they do that? What they did is they set it up in a PowerPoint slide. And so, so what this does is you can actually create little subheadings. So this would be topic area. And that's such a big font. So it's 173 font. That's huge. So you make that 32. See how small that is? That looks small, but it really isn't. Because you've just set up your PowerPoint to be 3 feet by 2 feet. Okay? So look at the view here. If I go to view, check this out. It's at 38%. You bring it up to 100%, it's like that. So what you could do is you could take this, go with this idea of just having everything on one big slide. And then how you would do that is you would actually lay this out, see? And you could do things like take this up here, and you could put little bullet points. So your topic area is going to be on asthma, right? Mm-hmm. So you'd like go, your topic area is going to be asthma and particulate matter. And maybe you want to give this to be the title of your whole entire poster, right? So if you want to make it the title of your whole poster, you got to make it much bigger font than that. So right now it's like this, and so let's make it 60. This is your title. See? Nice, huh? Mm-hmm. And then here, it's centered. So you're going to bring this over, and you don't need 76 font. So 32 is 1 inch, by the way. Okay. So then you could say, okay, I'm going to keep it 20 font, but enough so people can actually read it, all right? And then, asthma, and this is so tiny, you're going to have to make this up to 30. And then I'm going to do a higher view because it's hard for me to see. Get up to 50. So now I can really see it better. So asthma is blah, 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 blah. And then my in-text citation. Barron, 2018. You could do that American lung. Asthma is the most common reason for school absences. Wherever you got that fact from, kidsdata.org, like wherever you got that fact from. So everything needs to have like a citation. And then what you do here is that those would be your bullet points. And then up here, you could go insert and do a text box. And then do another one right here. See how you can draw these like right there, text box? Mm-hmm. And then I could be topic. So you like literally use your outline. Oh, okay. Okay, so like, look, check this out. This is kind of cool. So like if I pull up the melanoma one, this example, and I actually download it, watch what happens when you have your outline and your outline's really good, like this one was. So this one's a really good outline. It's like good to go, right? So all you have to do, if you're like so on top of it, it's still downloading, is you could like literally copy and paste. So like, look at this, watch this. I go like this, Control C, right? Get back to my PowerPoint, boom, Control V. And there it is. And then I just take that down, and then I reduce the font because it's so big, So that's one of her area. And then overview focus area. Look, there's our heading. I'm just going to take this out and then make that smaller font. And 16 is too small, but you get the idea. 30 is better. Okay. And then look, you can copy and paste overview. And so each area is going to have that's going to be an area. Control C. So yours is asthma. And that's the beauty of PowerPoint, is it lets you drag things around. See, Word doesn't let you do this. You know that, right? Yeah. Words like a pain. But PowerPoint, you can go like this and do like this. Okay? And then reduce the font. Now, the next question I think so look, see how that's nice? And you definitely want to put graphics in there. So, oops. Mm-hmm. Oh my goodness. Turn that back around. But yeah, see, PowerPoint's great. So that's laying it out in PowerPoint in one big, huge slide. And then what's great is that you can see from last year, when you see the examples from last year, overview, and you go down here, these are examples of people, how they did it last year. That's what happens. So that one PowerPoint slide actually prints out. See particulate pollution. what you're doing, but you're doing it with an asthma focus. But take a look at this. See how they have overview of focus area. Why is it relevant to current? And then see how they have citations. So you could do that. Now, you have a choice. You can lay it out on one big PowerPoint slide, right? Or the second choice you have is that you could do a Prezi. Some people are familiar with Prezi. That's like a really fun little thing that kind of does it. Or you could do a PowerPoint and not do one big huge slide, but take these and make them into 5 slides. So you would have an overview of project focus area, why it's relevant to Kern County, maybe some interesting data, recommendations, and then a reference slide. Okay, so you could have 5 slides too. And then if you want to, the great thing about PowerPoint is that there's this feature where you can actually record. Yeah, I'm trying to, right there, see that record slideshow? You can actually narrate. So you can actually record here and then play it back. So that's the beauty of PowerPoint too. Yes. So it has this ability to where you can actually record. So record slideshow. And then when we go to slide home, I haven't done this in a while. So slideshow, play from start. So you can actually record here and then play it back. So that's the beauty of PowerPoint. You could do that. So, and let me tell you something. The reason why I'm having you guys do this is that this is so required in the profession. Like, you know, I've been teaching now for about 3 years, but when you're out there, they expect you to be able to do a PowerPoint. They expect you to be able to do a poster. This is what they expect. And so if on your resume, someone was job interviewing and they said, have you ever done anything like this? And she's like, they're going to ask me this. And I'm like, you can't. You can now say, I've done a poster presentation. I did it in my intro to public health class. I did it online. I know how to do PowerPoint and I can record and do narration. Okay. So it's like a skill. Okay. So take the challenge, either do one big, large PowerPoint, or you could do something where you just take this down. See, and look what happens when I take this down. Like when I reduce the slide size, and let's say I just take it down to like where it should be, 13 by, I don't know, 12 or whatever. I don't know. Don't scale. See what happens? It's tiny. So that's what happens. It changes. So it goes to a small little size. So so that's good for you to know. So you could do like another new presentation. This is the other normal slide, and just do 4 slides and have each slide be its thing, like your topic, why is this relevant to Kern County, my recommendations and conclusions, and things like that. Okay. So does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay. So what you need to work on now is just going back, doing your outline, getting it more up to date, and then thinking about how you're going to present it, either through a PowerPoint recorded or one big PowerPoint slide, a Prezi. You can even use YouTube and record yourself. Okay? And that's pretty much it. All right, good. I'm going to go ahead. Do you have any other questions? Do you think other people might have?
No, not for the PowerPoint.
Not for the PowerPoint. Okay, good. Okay, I'm going to go ahead. Now, if you guys have any questions, make sure you ask me, okay? Because I will get back to you and I will answer them. So don't sit there and be confused. I'm here. All right, good.